Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. It's Dale here and I am your captain. Following my previous video, most of you have shown interest in anesthetic nursing here in the UK. So guys, I am going to be talking all things anesthetics today. If this looks like something you would love, please make sure to sit back and enjoy this info session with your captain, okay? First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for the congratulatory messages on my last video regarding my new role as an anesthetic nurse. I am grateful and I am so happy to have you all in my community sharing me up. I do not take your love for granted. I want to give a quick disclaimer. As most of you already know, I am not an expert in anesthetics yet. I have just gotten a new job in this area from the medical field, so I am not really an expert. I will be giving you this information based on research that I've made, and also do not forget you can go online. I'm going to be leaving links in the description for you to go online to read about these things as well. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below if you have more information about any of these things we'll be talking about today, okay? How can you become a nurse in the anesthetic department? First thing first, let's go back to the basics. The very first thing you need to do is to register with NMC UK. So if you are not trained in the UK, you need to go through all your CBT, English test requirements, your OSCE. There are loads of information online about these guys, so I'm not going to dwell on it, okay? If you don't have any information, you can go on NMC website to read about the requirements to become a nurse in the UK. If you do not know how to go through this process, you can check Nanelle Griselda. She's a YouTuber based in the UK that gives information about migrating to the UK. So go check out her channel. She's got loads of information about the whole migration process. You would find it useful. After you've done your registration, let's say you have gotten your NMC UK PIN, or you are in the process of writing OSCE and you are looking for an employer. So the first thing you have to do is to apply as an anesthetic nurse in the theaters, okay? So you can go online and search for an anesthetic role as a band 5, okay? Search for those roles and apply directly. You need to look for an acute NHS trust. Okay? It's always preferable to go for teaching hospitals because then again, the career progression in teaching hospitals is more because they have study slots all the time compared to non-teaching hospitals, okay? So that's one trick. Make sure to apply for a teaching hospitals, but if not a teaching hospital, there are still good hospitals that are not teaching hospitals that do make career progression easy for their nurses. Anyone that is registered with NMC UK can automatically apply for an anesthetic nurses role. Now for contents, I'm going to be defining these things because an anesthetic nurse in the UK is not the same as an anesthetic nurse back in my country or in the US or in Canada, okay? An anesthetic nurse, according to British and Anaesthetic Recovery Nurses Association, an anesthetic nurse collaborates with anesthetics in delivery of anesthesia. So the word here is collaborate. They do not like give anesthesia, they only like assist. The next word I would like us to define in this video is nurse anesthetics. A nurse anesthetics is an advanced practice nurse who administers anesthesia for surgery or other medical procedures. The next definition of terms I would like us to do is anesthesia associate. Anesthesia associates are highly skilled, trained practitioners that work with anesthetic team under the direction and supervision of a consultant anesthetics. Here in the UK, nurse anesthetics are not really a thing, but there is something we call anesthesia associates, and that is what registered nurses who wants to progress their career in anesthetic can move up to. According to the British and Anaesthetic Recovery Nurses Association, the physician associate or anesthetic associate roles are the only non-medical practitioner permitted to deliver anesthetics under the supervision of a consultant anesthetics in the UK. Okay, so this is different from countries to countries. I know in my country, Nigeria, anesthetic nurses give anesthesia. If you have a post-basic qualification as a nurse anesthetics in Nigeria, you can give anesthesia. I know there is a fight now, doctors want to take over and all that, but here, an anesthetic associate is an innovative new healthcare professional who, not a doctor, works to the medical model with the attitude, skills, and knowledge based on holistic care under defined level of supervision. Now, it depends on the hospital you work in. There are some hospitals that After you finish your anesthetic associate role, they certify you to give anesthesia without supervision, but you also need to work within your competencies, okay? What are the requirements to go into the anesthesia associate program? You need to be working in an NHS trust before they will give you admission, okay? These applicants are required to successfully obtain a job post as a trainee anesthesia associate within a trust. It's almost impossible for you to apply directly, so you cannot just apply directly to this program. You have to go through your trust. Just go up to them and meet them. Most of the time they put these roles on the job websites in your trust, so always have an eye. You also need a first degree, so if you have a bachelor's degree, please go and get your bachelor's degree, as you cannot enroll for this program without a bachelor's degree, okay? It's like a master's degree, so you need a BSc to apply. The trust then puts your name forward to the school. So the program is open to applicants from two different routes, okay? So there are two different routes to become an anesthesia associate here in the UK. The first one is registered healthcare practitioner. So if you're a registered nurse with the NMC UK, you can apply. Then if you are an operating department practitioner, so the ODPs, they have bachelor's degrees and they can also apply to this role. It's not just registered nurses, okay? You need at least 3 years full-time post-qualification work experience in a relevant area. So this is a student anesthesia associate role at Guy's and St. Thomas NHS Foundation Trust. The job summary: students anesthesia associates will work to qualify with an MSc in anesthesia and perioperative science with UCL during this 2-year post. The job description outlines the role of student anesthesia associate. If you already have your 3 years working experience and you have a bachelor's degrees in nursing or any other health related background, you can now apply for this role, okay? Let's look at the hospitals that offer a trainee anesthesia associate role. I have here Blackpool teaching hospitals. Bear in mind that I told you most of the time teaching hospitals are the ones offering this role. So we have also Dorset County Hospital NHS Foundation Trust. They have trainee associate training post as well. And also we have the Northern Care Alliance NHS Trust offering this role as well. I've got Sheffield, Plymouth. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like button already, because I know sometimes when you're enjoying a video, you don't remember to like the video. This is how YouTube pushes my video to more people, okay? So make sure you like most of the video you like, because I know most of you like what I put out here, but you forget to hit the like button. So hit the like button now and let's continue. Presently, I'm a trainee anesthetic assistant, and my role, I have to go through a module in the university as a level 7. This also requires you to have a bachelor's degree, because it's like a module that leads you to have a master's degree, okay? So after my module, I will have a certificate that will be recognized by the British Association of Anaesthetics and Recovery Nurses as an anesthetic assistant. If I want to move further, which I will, I'll have to then apply for the anesthesia associate. If you're really keen on it, I advise you to do a bank shift there. Most of you remember the video I made about me going to work in an anesthetic room for a day. That video, yes, that was the day I went to like make my interest known to the manager. So when I went there and I explained everything and they gave me a bank shift, after my bank shift, how I got the role was that I was lucky enough to be recommended by the nurse I worked with. She told them I was really good. And I think, guys, being an agency nurse also helps build confidence and all that. So yes, she recommended me that I was really good and how I managed everything, because that day we actually had a minor emergency, which to her, I really acted really well. Thanks to Abba, because I don't know what I did, but yes, to her, she said I really acted in a professional manner and I really helped her. So she recommended me, and then everything went on from there. And when I applied, I got interviewed. Most people that interviewed me already saw me working that day. So I think that's what also helped me, because guys, you need a background in either ITU, either ED, or like acute medical unit. Most of you know I work in cardiology. It's still acute, but they really want someone that is working in ED or ITU to be interviewed for that role, okay? So I just got lucky, let's just say that. And because I have also done a shift there and they were familiar with me, I was able to land the trainee role, okay? And to them also, my interview, I did well. Actually, your trust is going to fund this for you, but if they are low in funds and you have the money to fund yourself, you just need them to submit your name and then you can pay your fees by yourself. It costs about £6,540 per annum, but make sure you've got your BSc ready so as to just start up the process. If you don't have a BSc, all I will have to advise you is apply as an anesthetic nurse first while getting your BSc. So immediately you have your BSc, at least you've got some years of experience in the anesthetic room to just switch it up, okay? I wish you all the best, and if you're going to be moving to anesthetics, let me know in the comment section if I have successfully made you to rethink your specialty because you all know that I moved specialty, okay? So if you've also thought of a new specialty and you are looking at anesthetics, I want to meet you. Let me know in the comment section. Guys, I hope this helps you get clarity on how anesthetic nursing works here in the UK. It is quite different from the world. Anesthesia associates, you are in band 7 or band 8. This is the pay you get in NHS. I don't want to go into how much agencies pay these people because guys, we're not going to live here. You guys know the drill. But yes, leave a blue heart for me in the comment section, and also do not forget to let me know what you think about this sweet role. It is a new role that has just commenced. I'll let you know how everything goes. Make sure to subscribe and anticipate more videos. I hope you find this video useful. I'll see you guys in my next video.